So as we now turn our attention back to the 500 solos, we get a chance once again to see in action the top point scorer so far in the event. That's number 9, Andrew Appleton. He's joined on the line by number 1, Glen Phillips, who sits on 14 points from 2 rides. I wonder if it was going to be a battle between those two, but I shouldn't ignore that we've got number 11, Jason Bunyan, on 18 points from 2 rides. Joined by Adam Filmer, Steve Leigh, Thomas Cooper, S.Colvin. Jason Bunyan made a cracking start as he left that outside gate, so it is Jason Bunyan that gets into the front. Andrew Appleton and Glen Phillips together as they go round that bottom turn as they split going down that back straight. Andrew Appleton takes over in second, but you can see the lead that Jason Bunyan has got already. He made a brilliant start and got himself in front going round that first turn. Andrew Appleton now has to chase after him, and Glen Phillips is in close contention as well. Thomas Cooper is up there in 4th place, and he's trying to stay with those front runners. He's got a lot of experience in front of him as they go down that back straight. Jason Bunyan over the front of the machine, trying to make sure that front wheel stays exactly where he wants it to go. Andrew Appleton still there in second, quick coming out of that top bend. Knows that Jason Bunyan is quick as well. Glen Phillips still there in third. No mistakes from any of them at the moment as Jason Bunyan looks to be holding some very, very quick lines. Oh, he must have perhaps adjusted machinery, sorted things out, knows exactly how to ride this circuit now. A very experienced rider as he comes down past us. A very quick one this as Andrew Appleton is still there in second. Glen Phillips holds a comfortable third. And Thomas Cooper looking good in 4th place. We lose one rider off into the centre green. It is all about that first place this time. We're going to take points off the early leader, Andrew Appleton. He was sitting on maximum points, but he's now been caught by Jason Bunyan. A good win from him. Andrew Appleton in second, Glen Phillips in third, and Thomas Cooper finishing in 4th. So let's give you the points scored in race 15 as we go from the top. Rider number 1, Glen Phillips, gets 6 points. Rider number 3, Thomas Cooper, 4 points. Number 5, Matt Etherington, no score. Number 7, Shane Colvin, 1 point. Number 9, Andrew Appleton, 8 points. Number 11, Jason Bunyan, maximum 10 points. Number 13, Adam Filmer, no score. Number 15, Steve Leigh, 2 points. The winning time was 128.11, 128.11, 63.12. 63.12, the average, 128.11 time. So, the third ride for Charlie Saunders. For Tim Nobes, Vince Kinchin, Anthony Queripel, Rodney McDonald, John Jefferies and Martin Williams. Charlie Saunders on 10 points from his first 2 rides. Ironically, number 6, Tim Nobes, with having machinery problems in his second ride, got a win first time out, and he's still sitting on 10 points. The reserve number 17, Daniel Berwick, comes in, and scoring well on points so far on 16 from 2 rides. Number 8, Vince Kinchin, as they get underway. Again, these outside grades have proved good as they go into that first turn. Sort themselves out and get down that back straight. Well, I can see Tim Nobes in second place there. I'm sitting out as they come down past me. And it's John Jefferies. I thought it was from the outside. John Jefferies from that outside gate has got the lead on Tim Nobes in second, Vince Kinchin in third. So those 3 opening up a bit of a gap on 4th place as they go down the back straight. This is a great ride from John Jefferies. He made the best of the start and got out that outside gate, and he now leads. He's got chasing after Tim Nobes, and Tim Nobes tries to come through on the inside. Looks for a line on the inside. Oh, John Jefferies is forced to stay wide, but Tim Nobes cannot find a way through at the moment as they go down that back straight. And Vince Kinchin is not out of it at all yet as well. He closes right up on Tim Nose and goes round the outside. Tim Nose trying to lay the machine almost sideways as he comes off that bend. It's last lap time as they go into the last lap. All three of them could take this one as Vince Kinchin is right in contention now. Tim Nose is forced to go wide as even John Jefferies has been able to get his nose away from them. As Vince Kinchin again catches up on Tim Nose. Tim Nose lost some speed coming off that bottom turn. And indeed, I think he has hit problems again as Tim Nose goes on that top bend. It means there's going to be a checkered flag for John Jefferies. Vince Kinchin finishes in second. Tim Nose not happy with machinery at all as he watches the rest of the riders come by him. He is going to pick up points for that finish, but disappointment again for Tim Nose. But a terrific ride between those front three. John Jefferies, Tim Nose and Vince Kinchin.
Go on, Swindon! Super Swindon, Finn.
Oh, an excellent ride from John Jefferies. Let's give you the points scored then from the very top. This is heat 16 in your programme. We're with the 500 solo. We go down to number 2, Charlie Saunders, and no score. Number 4, Anthony Bougaurd, pulled out of the meeting, no score. Number 6, Tim Nose. Disappointment once again for Tim, but 2 points scored. Number 8, Vince Kinchin, a good hard ride and 8 points scored. Number 10, Anthony Queripel, no score. Number 12, Rodney McDonald, no appearance, no score. Number 14, John Jefferies, maximum 10 points. Number 16, Martin Williams, 4 points. And number 17, reserve Daniel Berwick, 1 point. The winning time was 1:31.38, 1:31.38, 60.86. Oh dear. Right. Well, somebody just very kindly pointed out to us I didn't give anybody 6 points in that race. My apologies, and I'm sure the crew of Charlie Saunders will be very upset with me. I read my own 6 as a 0, so my apologies. Number 2, Charlie Saunders, 6 points. Race 16 it was. My apologies. I said to you we should rely on the professionals next to me. They're the ones that keep all the scores up to date. And that should have been a 6. I, for some reason, saw the bottom half of the 6 and read it out as a 0. That's my excuse anyway. The ink disappeared into the black. So, 6 points it was for number 2, Charlie Saunders. Right, we turn our attention to 500cc sidecars. Race 17. And we see out once again, number 1, Scott Francis. Once they get underway, you can see once again there's people getting grip on these outside gates. It all gets sorted as it goes into that first turn. Well, you can see Scott back in third place at the moment. And, well, we lose one outfit into the centre grade. Problems there. But top of the point scoring chart at the moment is outfit number 9, and you can see exactly why they are. The outfit number 9 of Scotland everybody watches them come off that top turn. Scott Dunn leads from Gary Southgate and Laura Kerrison in second place. Scott Francis and John Skinner still there in third place. all sorts of mechanical problems earlier on in that second place at the moment. Pushed all the way by Scott Francis in that third spot. But Scott Dunn and Adam Young still leading. They go. Valuable point once again. And there's Gary Southgate is caught by Scott Francis on that back straight. Oh, Scott Francis and John Skinner move into that second spot. Scott Dunn looks over his shoulder. He knows he's done enough. Scott Francis gets second, Gary Southgate third place, and number 5, Tony Cook and Emily Coglan, fourth place. So, race 17, it was in your programme, and let's go from the very top then, because number 1, Scott Francis, was out there, and he collected 4 points. Number 3, Gary Southgate, in the end collected 3 points. Number 5, Tony Cook, 2 points. Number 7, Trevor Steward, no score. Number 9, Scott Dunn, who comes round to receive your applause, picks up another maximum 5 points. It's 3 rides, 3 5 points, 15 a maximum score so far. Number 11, Dean Norton, no score. The winning time was 1:41.92, 1:41.92, 54.53. 54.53 they averaged, 1:41.92. We've seen, before we come into this third ride, Scott Francis and John Skinner had 8 points. They pick up another 4, so they move on to 12. Trevor Stewart unfortunately didn't score there. He was on 8 points. Number 12, Mike Reed, goes in this one, so needs to get points to keep in contention, as indeed is number 2, Wayne Reed.
Oh yeah. I saw him catwalk.
Kinchin riding number 8, he goes in this one, having a very busy day of it. And new passenger for Nick Bradley, we believe. Made a good start on the inside. Mike Reed's made a good start on the outside. They sort themselves out to go into that first turn. 3 outfits together. Mike Reed right on the outside, forced to stay wide all the way around that first turn. Mike Reed has made the best of it. Nick Radley indeed has got himself in second place. And Wayne Reed off that top turn, down past us, leading from Nick Radley. Mike Reed is in there in third place. You can see what's happening in front of us. Any gaps, I'm sure he'll find them, but Nick Bradley stays close to Wayne Reed as they come off that bottom turn. Wayne has not scored as well as some of the other outfits in his first 2 rides. This would do his campaign the world of good. But he's under pressure from Nick Bradley. Mike Reed still there in third place. Points to Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison. Nick Radley quickly gets used to a new passenger, holds a good second place, but he doesn't feel like he's pushed into that lead now, indeed. I think the gap is closing between second and third. Mike Reed getting much, much closer in the closing stages of this one to that second place. Oh, you can see he's getting closer. He's trying going down the back straight. I think Nick Radley has hit problems. He's very slow down that back straight. And indeed, he drops into fourth place. It means a 1-2 for the Wayne Reed family as Wayne crosses the line and gets maximum points. Mike Reed crosses the line in second, and Vince Kinchin has sneaked through to get that third place. So, race 18 it was, and coming round to receive the congratulations is outfit number 2, Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison. They take maximum 5 points. Number 4, Simon Baird, no score. Number 6, Jojo van der Verm, 1 point. Number 8, no part in the meeting, no score in that one. Number 10, Nick Radley, 2 points. Number 12, Mike Reed, 4 points. And number 8, Vince Kinchin, 3 points. The winning time was 140.11, 140.11, 55.55, the average speed. Race 19 now in your programme. We're back with the Southgate Sidecars. Quickly get underway. I'm looking at Miles Simmons on the inside. He's made the best of the start. Finds the way through. Paul Johnson has gone through. No, he hasn't. Outfit number 5, Ryan Parker, on that second place. But Paul Johnson now goes through. And Mark Warren goes through as well into that third place. So, Miles Simmons, who's not had the best of scores in his early rides, he gets himself to the front. And Paul Johnson chasing after him in second place. And his passenger, Damien James, still there in second spot. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Quick past me. Mark Warren looks to want this battle for third place. All eyes, I'm sure, on those front two as Paul Johnson tries all the time to close Simmons. Kevin Woodley working hard on the back of that machine, making sure they can get the drive, but Paul Johnson is getting closer. Oh, Paul Johnson gets closer to Miles Simmons as they come over the hump on that bottom turn. Into the last lap they go. Miles Simmons got the line going into that top turn. Paul Johnson got a little bit knotted going into that top turn, but down the back straight, trying to speed. This is where he seems to make up most. He dives into this bottom corner a little quicker, but I think Miles has got the advantage as he goes to the checkered flag, and it's going to be first win of the afternoon for Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. So, as we look to the points scored in race 19, remind you, of course, that there was some printing errors in this page in your programme. What you should do is go by the numbers of the riders and carry the points across. Ignore the names, ineffectively. So, let's look at number 19 then, or race 19. The points scored, number 1, originally was Colin Blackburn, but unfortunately not able to take part with machinery problems, no score. Number 3, same story, Mark Costa should have been taking part, but mechanical problems, no score. Number 5, Ryan Partridge, 2 points. Number 7, Paul Johnson, 4 points. Number 9, Miles Simmons, 5 points. Number 11, Pete Colvin, we didn't see him, no score. And number 1, Mark Warren, riding as reserve there, coming in. Number 1, 3 points. The winning time was 135.94, 135.94, 57.97.
Oh, Jake, Neil Owen's racing in this one. Number 12 against number 6 it is. This race. 12 and 6.
Well, this really could be a final lineup as they come to the line for race 20, as we're looking to that inside gate to see Steve Smith, number 2. Oh, it looks like we haven't got Steve Smith. You remember that he did pull out with problems earlier on this afternoon. Number 4, Rob Wilson, is taking good 6, where we have seen some very good starts already this afternoon. On the inside of Rob Wilson, we've got Neil Owen. On the inside of Neil Owen, Matt Fumarola, Rob Bradley, and of course for Whitelam on the inside. They get underway. Rob Wilson has made the start as they go up to starting straight and into that first turn, and Paul Whitelam is a long way back. He's got work to do on that first turn, gets himself up into third. But Rob Wilson has got away. Bradley chasing after him, and Paul Whitelam has slotted into that third place. Neil Owen looking to go around the outside of him though as they come round that bottom turn. This is close sidecar action as Rob Wilson gets away, but Rob Bradley has tried to stay with him. Paul Whitelam floating up on the back wheel of Rob Bradley as they move around that top turn, and it looks to be a Rob Wilson as he moves into this bottom turn up towards us for the second time. He leads. Number 6, Rob Bradley, and Sean Simpson still close to them. Neil Owen, you remember, had a win second time out. He's trying to keep the pressure on Paul Whitelam. Paul Whitelam having to do everything he can, not worry about trying to catch the front runners. He's just got to try and win that battle for third place now as there's one more lap to go. Rob Wilson very much in command. This is where the battle's going on for that third place. Paul Whitelam holds it at the moment. Neil Owen looking to find a way through. Rob driving that top down. Got it back under control. It means it's comfortable for Rob Wilson as we see the checker flag being raised, but still the pressure comes to that third place. Neil Owen is looking for a way round on the outside. As they come towards the line, it's going to be close. Neil Owen just gets it. Oh, that's really where the battle was for that third place, and the early leader of the competition, Paul Whitelam, has now had points taken off him. Oh, a great sidecar race, that one. Race 20. It looked good on paper. It turned out to be exactly the same. Race 20. Let's give you the points then for those of you that keep in your programmes 100%. Number 2, Steve Smith, no score. Number 4, Rob Wilson, a win and maximum 5 points. Number 6, Rob Bradley, second place, 4 points. Number 8, Matt Fumarola. Disappointment for Matt there, 1 point scored. Number 10, Paul Whitelam, 2 points. And number 12, Neil Owen, 3 points. The winning time was 134.81, 134.81, 58.66 the average speed. And we move on to their third appearance this afternoon. We've got 3 quads out. So number 6 we know is Steve Pantray, but number 9 we also know, and that is Jim Penfold, as Jim streaks into that first bend, gets himself to the front. Looks like he's going to make this one here, or is anybody going to do anything about it? Down the back straight he goes, looking as quick as he was earlier on. into the top turn. Well, certainly Jim Penfold looks to have this under control. Paul Williamson is the rider on the inside on quad number 3. Dropped into third place as Steve Panetray in second. Jim Penfold, remember, has had 2 wins already. He's the one that's sitting on maximum points. With Jim Penfold leading. Wondering if Paul Williamson can close up a little bit on that second. Don't think it's too late for there to be a change in that third place. Or second place, I should say. No doubt about it at all, the rider that looks to have this track well and truly stuffed this afternoon for these four-wheeled machines seems to be Jim Penfold. As he sees the checkered flag once again, he takes another win. Panetray finishes in second and Paul Williamson in third. So, race 21, as it should be known in the programme, we've had points scored by 3 quad machines. Number 3, Paul Williamson gets 3 points. Number 6, Steve Panetray gets 4 points. But maximum points scored for number 9, the late entry into the programme, Jim Penfold. He's had 3 rides and 3 wins. His winning time that time was 141.25, 54.93, the average speed. What can he do in this one? To stay in contention with Jim Penfold. Oh, others have got other ideas as well as to go into that first turn. Forced to go to the outside line. The early lead is with Paul Marley. He had a win second time out, Paul Marley. They sort themselves out as they go into that top turn. Paul gone very, very wide coming out of that bend. Oh, Rob Heath has moved up close behind him. And, Rob again has been forced to go on that wide line around that bottom turn. It's allowed Paul to get away a little bit, but if he goes down the back straight, the gap starts to close. His entry into this bend that I think makes the difference. The rider in second place is closing up. As they come off that top bend, it's Rob Heath that was closest in terms of overall point scoring to Jim Penfold, but little do Paul Marley's campaign no harm at all. He's got 8 points from 2 rides. And is there going to be a change? Rob Heath looks for the wide line going into that top turn. Paul Marley responds as they come off that top turn. And change of direction for Rob Heath. Has gone on the inside, gets through and indeed gets into the lead. Into the last lap he goes, exactly where he wanted to be. Rob Heath leads from Paul Marley in second place. Problems for Mark Ramsdale, pulls off into the centre green. As the checkered flag is made ready, keeping the pressure on Jim Penfold because Rob Heath has now had 2 wins and a second place. Rob takes it. So, more points scored for the quad competitors as we add 5 points to number 4, Rob Heath. We had 3 points to number 5, Paul Munray. And 4 points scored there for number 7, Paul Marley. So overall you should have points in race 21 scored as nothing for Richard Waters, nothing for Mark Ramsdale, 3 for Paul Williamson, number 3. 5 for Rob Heath, number 4. 3 for number 5, Paul Munray. 4 for number 6, Steve Panetray. 4 for number 7, Paul Marley. No score for Amanda Ramsdale, number 8. Number 9, Jim Penfold, 5 points. The winning time there, the Winning time 141.49, averaging 54.80. 141.49, 54.80. Our attention back to the 500 solo, and we've got two riders tied together. We won't see either of them in this one. They get underway. Thinking that was Tim Nobes in second place. I've just had it confirmed by the pits that is Tim Nobes in second place, riding one of Jason Bunyan's machines by the look of it. Still got the number 11 on it, but at the moment it is number 1, Glen Phillips, that has got away, and Glen of course sitting on 20 points from 2 rides. And his best, he's got number 6 sitting in second place, Tim Nobes. As we look to the far side, Glen Phillips certainly looks to have it under control. Tim Nobes still there in second place. Gaps beginning to open. Oh, number 3, Thomas Cooper sitting in third place. Good points being scored once again. Leigh in fourth place, but it's getting quicker and quicker as the day goes on. Glen Phillips on that last bend comes towards the checkered flag this time, and Glen Phillips takes the checkered flag. Tim Nobes gets second place. Number 3, Thomas Cooper in third. Number 15, Steve Leigh in fourth, and our reserve Daniel Berwick finishing in fifth. So, race 22 in your programme, the fourth leg rides for the 500cc solos. The next time you'll see them will be in that big final. Getting a place, I'm sure, in that final, I'm taking maximum 10 points. Number 1, Glen Phillips. 10 points it is that goes into that square. Number 3, Thomas Cooper, a bit further down, 6 points scored. Number 4, Anthony Bougaurd, no score. Number 6, Tim Nobes, 8 points. Number 7, S.Colvin, 1 point. Number 10, Anthony Queripel, no score. Number 12, Rodney McDonald, no score. Number 15, Steve Leigh, 4 points. And number 17, Daniel Berwick, the reserve, 2 points. The winning time was 131.92, 131.92, 60.50. Well, when we come into these fourth qualifying rides, of course we look at the top point scorers. Number 9, Andrew Appleton, goes in this one. He's on 28 points from 3 rides. Number 11, Jason Bunyan, on 28 points from 3 rides. Those two match on points scored so far. Number 8, Vince Kinchin, on 24 points from 3 rides. Number 14, John Jefferies, who had a win last time out, also on 20 points. Jason Bunyan, the last to come into line. Get underway, and I can see that it was Martin Williams on the inside that made the best of the start. And it is Martin that's got into that first turn as they start to sort themselves out. I think that's Jason Bunyan almost overcooking it coming out that first bend. He's up in second place. Right up on the back wheel of Martin Williams. Well, everybody's slowed. line for the restart of race 23. So, can they do it again? Up they go this time. It's a very even start. Jason Bunyan has made a much better one this time. Andrew Appleton goes with him into that first turn. As they go round that first turn, they sort themselves out, but it is Jason Bunyan that's got away. Down the main straight he goes. Kinchin, I can see moving through into third place now as he beats one or two of the riders further down the field. Closes up on Andrew Appleton as he comes out of that bend. Jason Bunyan has got away. Andrew Appleton sitting there in second, but he now knows that he's got Kinchin closing down on him. Those three starting to open the gaps up a little bit. Jason Bunyan really does look to have got the measure of this circuit this afternoon. He's going to take some cashing in the final as he's knocking the points up in this, the last two qualifying rides. Now Charlie Saunders is the rider in fourth, who's coming under pressure from John Jefferies. Number 14 there, sitting in fifth place as they go into that bottom turn. Kinchin, who's been riding 500cc Sidecars as well as 500cc solos, going well in third spot. I think my attention has now turned to that battle for fourth place because Charlie Saunders is under pressure going into this last lap from John Jefferies, who had a win last time out. John Jefferies forced to go wide, stays wide on the entrance into that bottom turn. While all that's happening in third and fourth and fifth place, of course, let's not take the attention away from Jason Bunyan. Got the measure of this circuit, got the machinery set up perfectly, takes yet another checkered flag. Andrew Appleton in second, Vince Kinchin in third. Charlie Saunders wins the battle for fourth place. John Jefferies in fifth. So, race 23, the last of the qualifying rides for the 500cc solo class. And the points from the top. We go for number 2, Charlie Saunders, 4 points scored. Number 5, Matt Etherington, 0. Number 8, Vince Kinchin, 6 points. Number 9, Andrew Appleton, 8 points. Number 11, Jason Bunyan, 10 points. Number 13, Adam Filmer, 0. Number 14, John Jefferies, 2 points. Number 16, Martin Williams, 1 point. And the winning time, 128.77, 128.77, 62.65, 62.65.
Number 11.
So we turn our attention back to the 500 sidecars, race 24 in your programme. And the position so far is number 9, Scott Dunn and Adam Young have scored 15 points. We don't see them in this heat, but closest to them we've got 3 riders tied. Scott Francis on 12 points, Wayne Reed on 12 points, and Mike Reed on 12 points. And ironically, we don't see any of them. Number 7, Trevor Steward, on 8 points. Number 8, and number 8th place being taken by number 8, Kinchin. In fact, we don't see any of those riders in this heat. So, 4 points scored so far from Nick Radley, who goes in this one. Jojo van der Berm on 3 points from 3 rides. Right on the inside, number 3 is Gary Southgate on 5 points. It is Nick Radley who's got 2 points to go into that first turn. Gary Southgate slots into second. The Dutch crew of and Eric van Dyke do get into third place. But they've got a lot of ground to make up. There's Nick Radley setting a cracking pace. Oh, Gary Southgate holding second there as he goes past holding off the Dutch crew. Nick Radley scoring big points in his last ride, enough to get him into the final. Remember, all the top point scorers go against each other in race 25. indeed as problems for Gary Southgate. Outfit number 3, Gary Southgate and Laura Kerrison. Well, I think that's asking an awful lot. They're going to attempt to go all the way round. It's last lap this time for Nick Radley. And the crew finish with their highest point scoring ride of the afternoon. That's outfit number 6, and Eric van Dyke. Oh, I'm saying the last lap flag, but the last lap flag was obviously for Gary Southgate. The win now goes to Nick Radley.
They're going to try and get that round. Oh, come on, Rod!
Hurry up, we've got work on Monday.
I think you can all understand what's happened. They've tried something new with this club. They've tried paying money on points scored during the day. That's why I said to you earlier that if you watch the points going through the afternoon, I know we can rely on the professionals sitting next to me to get it right for you, but basically it's points added all through the day. So I think Gary knows that if he can score a few more points here, that may mean a few more pounds at the end of the day as well. He'll probably lose that amount of pounds pushing all the way round here, but well, I think you all understand what's happening, and give them a round of applause as they come round, because they clocked it as soon as they realised that the machinery had packed up. If they push all the way round, it means more valuable points. The checkered flag is waiting for them. Can you not move the checkered flag a bit? As he takes 2 steps. That's it, keep pushing him, keep pushing him. Biggest congratulations this afternoon. A brilliant effort. And that's Gary's flagged out for the rest of the day. So he has qualified for the final.
Shit, you put your chain back on.
Hey Gary, you told me you was fit, son, didn't you? Hey?
I don't care.
3 deep breaths, mate. Go on. 15 months in it, mate.
See, I was a tear shut off. Well, quick. Go back and do the great slope. Yeah, not there.
Alright. Alright, darling.
Sit down a minute.
Good, they come off over there.
Sit down a minute.
Find a mechanic.
Well, Gary's the type of it.
So as they take the machinery back to the pit, and the water is to recover Gary as quickly as possible. Let's give you the official points then of race 24. It means number 1, Scott Francis, we didn't see, gets no score. Number 3, Gary Southgate, after that terrific effort, picks up 3 extra points. Number 4, Simon Baird, we never saw, no score. Number 6, Jojo van der Verm is 4 points. Number 7, Trevor Steward, no appearance, no score. Number 10, Nick Radley, a good win for him at the end of the day, 5 maximum points. The winning time, 140.52, 55.33. 140.52, 55.33. So the final qualifier for the 500 solo sidecar even. The 500 sidecar, class 2 in your programme, and race 25 we come to. Well, I mentioned earlier that after 3 rides, number 9, Scott Dunn, had 3 rides and 3 wins. last of the 500 Sidecars. If you haven't scored points before, you need to make sure you get some now. Scott Dunn trying to make it a clean sweep as he goes round the bank of that first turn and gets himself to the front. Now remember, that's exactly where he's been in all three of his other races. Closest to them at the moment, Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison. They've been scoring well. They're on 12 points coming into this last ride. Mike Reid is the rider in third. Vince Kinchin sitting in fourth place at the moment, riding both 500cc solo and 500cc sidecar, and he was on the last ride. Scott Dunn. Can Scott be beaten before he gets into that final lineup? Oh, he's holding him off as he comes round that top end, but Wayne Reid is getting closer. So Scott Dunn and Adam Young under pressure from Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison. Oh, does Wayne pick up the speed quicker now? I think Scott's responded. As they enter this bend, that's really just going into that top turn. He gets very close to him in the middle of the bend. Going for the outside line this time. Scott Dunn was expecting to come through on the inside. Wayne Reid is going to be forced to stay wide going into this bottom turn. Now that could leave a gap for Mike Reid to close up on them as well and get on the inside of both of them. But as Scott Dunn holds it brilliantly coming out of the bend. Now remember, we're in that part of the circuit, that's where he's got the advantage again. And Wayne Reid gets his nose in front as he comes off that top turn. Scott Dunn tries to keep it tight, Mike Reid tries to attack as well. Checkered flag goes, and Scott Dunn has been beaten for the first time this afternoon. Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison take maximum points. That really does set it up for the final. So the last of the 500 sidecars, and the points now can be tallied up and we see who goes in the big final. Remember, as I did say before, that the points get added all the way through this afternoon. So what they've scored already adds to what they score in the final. From the top then, number 2, Wayne Reid scores maximum 5 points. Number 5, Tony Cook, 1 point. No score for number 8. Number 9, Scott Dunn, 4 points. Number 11, Dean Norton, no score. Number 12, Mike Reid, 3 points. And number 8, Vince Kinchin, 2 points. The winning time was 139.85, 139.85, 55.70. That's what they averaged. So we move to 1000cc sidecars, and overall in the point situation, it's number 4, Rob Wilson on 13. It's number 6, Rob Bradley, also on 13. Number 10, who we see in this one, Paul Whitelam, has 12 points. Number 12, Neil Owen on 12 points. Number 9, that is Miles Simmons, is on 9 points. And number 7, Paul Johnson on 8 points. So Rob Wilson right on the inside on grid 1. Paul Whitelam just a bit further out. Paul Whitelam is on grid 3. Johnson on 4. Oh, they get underway. Rob Bradley's made a good start. Rob Wilson's made a good start on the inside. Both of them get to that first turn together. Paul Whitelam has the door shut on him. He's been back in third place at the moment, trying to find a way through on the inside. Neck and neck. Rob Wilson as they go down the back straight. But Rob Wilson breaks. He gets into the bottom turn in first place. Paul Whitelam slots in the second. Rob Bradley is in third at the moment. So can Rob Wilson hold it? Rob Bradley will keep the pressure on Paul Whitelam as he goes to make a pass on Rob Wilson and looks to find a gap on the inside. Paul Whitelam turns it hard. Rob Wilson has kept the speed on those. And Rob Wilson breaks away going down that back straight. Paul Johnson's having a go for that third place as well. Rob Bradley's coming under pressure. But as they come up past me again, all eyes I'm sure on those front runners as Paul Whitelam again will try going in very hard into this top turn. Rob Wilson has kept it tighter this time. There's no way through, and Rob Wilson pulls it into that bottom turn, looking for a way through. Can he be a bit quicker anywhere on the circuit? He turns it quickly in the middle of the bend, tries to get a quicker line up the finishing straight. Rob Wilson is still holding it. Paul Johnson, his problem, finished off into the centre green. In the centre green, and watch the rest of them go round as he pulls off in that centre green. But we see the checker flag being raised, and it's maximum points for Rob Wilson. Whitelam gets second, and Rob Bradley finishes in third. Paul Johnson in fourth.
Jake, you got your yellow in there?
So race 26 then, let's take it from the top, because number 1, Colin Blackburn didn't go, no score there. Number 3, Mark Corser, pulled out earlier in the day, no score. Number 4, Rob Wilson, maximum 5 points. Number 6, Rob Bradley, 3 points. Number 7, Paul Johnson, 2 points. And number 10, Paul Whitelam, 4 points. The time was 134.81, 134.81. 58.66. 58.66. Paul Whitelam picked up 4 points there, moves on to 16 as well, so he goes equal with Rob Bradley. Now, Miles Simmons goes in this one. What's he got at the moment? He's on 9 points coming into this one. Number 12, Neil Owen, on 12 points coming into this one. Again, this outside gate has proved critical as Miles Simmons got a flyer and gets into that first turn. Leading from Matt Fumarola in second, Neil Owen in third place at the moment. Down that back straight. Matt Fumarola wondering what he's got to do to try and stay in contention with him. Neil Owen sitting there in third. Now remember, Neil's much quicker around the bends earlier on this afternoon, he certainly was. Well, at the moment, Matt Fumarola trying to get points back. Those that have been lost earlier on today. Closes up on Miles Simmons. The day has gone on, that's for sure. Maybe changes of machinery, changes to the gearing, changes to the tyres, whatever they've done, it looks to have worked as Miles Simmons looks quicker. Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson not getting it all their own way. They're looking for a way to catch up on Miles Simmons. They're under pressure from Neil Owen. Back straight. Into the bottom turn we go, and Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley look under control, and you can see that Matt Fumarola went wide. Neil Owen's come through on the inside of him. Matt Fumarola tries to come back, and Neil Owen, though, as he dives into that top turn, has he found a way through? He certainly has. They both go very wide. Neil Owen's been caught in the loose, but Matt Fumarola just about kept the speed on. He heads down the back straight. Well, will Neil Owen have a go again in this last turn? As Miles Simmons hasn't got a clue what's going on behind him. He takes maximum points. Matt Fumarola hangs on to that second, and Neil Owen takes third.
No, Owen!
He's in the final, Rob.
No, Owen!
So the last of the qualifiers for the 1000cc right-hand sidecars. We start from the top. Number 2, Steve Smith, no appearance, no score. Number 5, Ryan Partridge, 2 points. Number 8, Matt Fumarola, 4 points. Number 9, Miles Simmons, 5 points. Number 11, Pete Colvin, no score. And number 12, Neil Owen, 3 points. So we wait to see how that all works out, who goes in that big final. Before then, of course, we've got the quads. get underway with race 24 in your program. No, not 28 in your program. I knew it was something like that. It was an even number. But we're underway with the 6 remaining quads to the left in the competition. So we won't be splitting the races up now. They're all out together. The leader in the early stages is Jim Penfold. Well, I'd expect the closest runner to him who's been up there on the points to have been Rob Heath, but it is Paul Marley that's trying to stay with him. Paul Marley in second place at the moment, but Jim Penfold having nothing of it. He wants maximum points all the way through the competition this afternoon, and he's going the right way about it. He's out there in front as he goes into the top end, and comes down past me, leading from Paul Marley in second place. Rob Heath has now joined them. He's moved up into third place. And Rob going after that second place to go down the back straight, but has Jim set him too much of a task to go after him? As we look to that top bend, Jim Penfold very much in control. He looks to be enjoying this circuit this afternoon. Rob Heath has actually worked his way through and got himself into second place. But has left it too late with just this last lap to go. We will see the quads one more time. They won't be having a final, but they score points all the way through. At the moment, the man to catch is the one out in the lead as he sees the checkered flag once again. It's another win for rider number 9, Jim Penfold. So let's give you the final point scored for the quad event, as indeed we have reached that interval time, but no need to rush off because we've got the stunt boys coming out once again. And as we look at the result for race 28, if you are keeping your points 100%, number 1, no score. Number 2, no score. Number 3, no score. Number 4, Rob Heath, 4 points. Number 5, Paul Munray, 1 point. Number 6, Steve Pantre, 2 points. Number 7, Paul Marley, 3 points. Number 8, Amanda Ramsdale, no score. But number 9, added to your programme at the last minute, that is Jim Penfold, and he scores a maximum 5 points, making it 4 out of 4. We will see them one more time in race 29 when they slot that into the programme. It's maximum points for Jim Penfold throughout the event. Number 4, Rob Heath is on 18 points, closest to him. Number 7, that's Paul Marley, is on 15 points. Quads are ready, the tapes go up and they get underway. Jim Penfold's made an absolutely brilliant start. He's going to take some catching, he wants to make sure of this. He goes straight into the lead, into that first turn. And down the back straight he goes. Come and catch me if you can, I think is the impression from Jim Penfold at the moment. He's had 4 rides and 4 wins. This the final ride. Is he going to win it with maximum points, or can anybody catch him? Oh, they've all come charging after him. You can see Rob Heath moving through into second place. He was the rider that was closest to Jim on points. And as they go down the back straight, it's Rob Heath that's in pursuit. But Jim Penfold has already built up quite an advantage, and he knows he's got away from the rest of the field. And he obviously set that machine up perfectly for today's event. Now Paul Williamson on the inside there is closed up on Rob Heath. He's dropped back a little bit now. There's quite a gap between second and third. And I think that Rob Heath has closed the gap slightly on Jim Penfold. But he looks very determined, Jim. I don't think he's going to be caught with just one more lap to go. Off that top turn he comes. Rob Heath closing it down. He's just got one lap to do it. Mark Ramsdale, Paul Williamson is in third place, but as we look to the far side with just half a lap to go, Jim Penfold has made this one his. He goes around that that bottom turn. Keeps the speed on. Goes a little bit wide coming towards us, but he's done it. 5 rides and 5 wins. No taking it away from Jim Penfold. He's handled that quad brilliantly this afternoon, and he takes the overall position. So let's quickly give you the points for the unlimited quads. We come right down the list. Number 1, we didn't see 0. Number 2, 0. Number 3, Paul Williamson, 2 points. Number 4, Rob Heath, 4 points. Number 5, and no score. Number 6, 3 points. Number 7, 1 point. Number 8, no score. And number 9, Jim Penfold, maximum 5 points. So the overall means that we have got a win for Jim Penfold. Second to him is Rob Heath on 22 points, and third on 16 points we've got Paul Marley. And for those of you that do keep the times and things, it's 140.36, 140.36, 55.42, 55.42. So we now move to that big 500cc final, where we try to engage the mathematical brain to make sure we know what's happening as the race unfolds. But remind you again that number 11, Jason Bunyan, goes into this final on 38 points. He has a 2-point advantage on number 9, Andrew Appleton. Number 1, Glen Phillips, is 6 points behind Andrew Appleton. But if you look, the solo points in the final are scored as 12 for a win, 8 for a second, 6 for a third. So Jason Bunyan gets first choice at gate. As we've seen all afternoon, these outside gates have proved beneficial. He takes the outside. Andrew Appleton lines up alongside him quite sensibly. The two of them, I think, know this circuit favours these outside gates. Number 1, Glen Phillips, third qualifier, lines up on the inside of Andrew Appleton. Vince Kinchin next to him. John Jefferies has qualified. Right on the inside and going for that inside gate, we've got Tim Nobes. Will he look for a way through on the inside? He knows that everybody else is going to be flying around the outside. Charlie Saunders has joined them. Finally coming to the line is number 3, Thomas Cooper. Lines up alongside Tim Nobes. Starter pulls them in line. We have all competitors on the line. Up goes the pace, they get underway. Andrew Appleton and Jason Bunyan have had a terrific start. I think Jason has just got the edge going into that first turn. Andrew is down wide though, and Andrew is still there with him as he goes down the back straight. Andrew Appleton just gets in front. Andrew Appleton gets to the lead. You can see that Jason Bunyan is in second place. Tim Nobes has come through now into third place, and Tim Nobes is looking to take Jason Bunyan as well. Then Andrew Appleton is away. Jason Bunyan is in second place. Tim Nobes is sitting there in third, then Phillips is in fourth. And as they go round that bottom turn, Andrew Appleton has certainly got it sorted. He's saved it for the final. I'm sure that there's a 4-point margin on this final. As he comes round that top bend, it'll mean that Andrew Appleton, who's gone very, very wide with that Jason Bunyan, down, I think, in that bottom turn. It is Jason Bunyan. He's quickly back up on machinery. And he's underway once again. It means that the gap is now a little bit wider between first and second, but have you seen the change? Well, Tim Nobes has moved through into second place, and Phillips now in third place. So Tim Nobes, who'd missed out on his scoring earlier on this afternoon, has had a brilliant performance in the final as he goes into that bottom turn. But Andrew Appleton, who rides so much on the continent for us and represents us brilliantly, comes round off that top turn. He sees the checkered flag this time. It's going to be a win for Andrew Appleton. He takes the king of speed. Tim Nobes with a great final. Ben Phillips finishes in third and Charlie Saunders in fourth. John Jefferies in fifth. A big disappointment for Jason Bunyan, but he's been a terrific entertainer this afternoon. But please show your congratulations as Andrew Appleton knows that he's done enough. So while they're quickly working out the final positions and places, let me give you those points that were scored in that final, because they do add to the previous points they had. Number 1, Glen Phillips picked up 6 points in that final. Number 2, Charlie Saunders picks up 4 points. Number 3, Thomas Cooper, 1 point in the final. Number 6, Tim Nobes, 8 points. Number 9, Andrew Appleton, maximum 12 points. Number 11, Jason Bunyan, no score. Number 14, John Jefferies, 2 points. The winning time was 127.87, 63.29 they averaged. 63 miles an hour around this circuit, 127.87. So it means that now all the points have been transferred and added to the points they scored already. We've got finishing in third place, number 1, Glen Phillips. Number 11, Jason Bunyan, without scoring in the final, has finished in second place. But our overall winner in the 500cc King of Speed this year is Andrew Appleton. Well, I'm not sure really why everybody's reluctant to come into line, and whether Gary Southgate thinks that everybody else needs number 5 to pick the gate first, and Scott Francis takes that inside gate. The 500cc sidecar final. Remember, there's just 2 points difference between Wayne Reed and Scott Dunn. They get underway, and Wayne Reed has made an absolutely fantastic start. He's driven into that first bend in first place. That was an absolutely wonderful start from Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison. They've got round that first bend, but look who they've got behind them. Look at Nick Radley moving through. He's in fourth place, trying to get third at the moment as it all gets very close. But this is the real battle. Scott Dunn knows that he's going to beat Wayne Reed in the final. Wayne Reed knows that he's going to beat Scott Dunn. The two of them are close together as they go down that bottom turn and up the back straight. Wayne Reed has got the lead, but Scott Dunn this time. He's keeping the speed. A long way round. Will he make a decision to cut back, or will he stay wide? He does indeed cut back. He's going to go for a tight line. Then he moves out again. Well, he's looking for a way through, and I think he has realised that he's got to do it the hard way. He's got to stay the long way round. That's Mike Reed that's sitting in third place under pressure from Nick Radley all the way. Wayne Reed at the moment would have scored enough to take it overall. He knows he's just got to stay in front of Scott Dunn. He comes off that top turn doing exactly just that. And Scott Dunn, outfit number 9 in second place is where all the eyes are, I'm sure. Not taking your eyes off Nick Radley moving through, as he's now got himself up into third place. Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison opening up a bit. Have they won the battle? It's going to be checkered bag this time for them. Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison take it. They finish in first place. Oh, Nick Radley got close on the line to Scott Dunn. But Wayne Reed knew he had to do it all on the final. He picks up that maximum 8 points, which are added to his 17. By my arithmetic, makes him 25. Scott Dunn finishes with 4 points in the final for second place, which makes him 23. The difference being 2 points. That's enough between first and second place. Indeed, as the riders come round to receive your congratulations, a fantastic 500cc sidecar event. So, race 31 it was in your programme, the final of the 500cc sidecar. Always a little bit different when you've got to try and work the points out of who qualified for what. But the final points scored in that big final were for number 1, Scott Francis, 1 point. Number 2, Wayne Reid, 8 points. Number 9, Scott Dunn, 4 points. Number 10, Nick Radley, 3 points. Number 12, Mike Reid, 2 points. It means overall that the points position are that finishing on 17 points, the outfit number 12, Mike Reid and Mark Hopkins finishing third. Finishing in second on 23 points was number 9, Scott Dunn and Adam Young. Finishing in first place overall, he knew what he had to do in the final. First place on 25 points, it was Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison. So we now know the rostrum places and the Kings of Speed for 2008 in the 500cc solo, the 500cc sidecar. We now turn our attention to the 1000cc sidecars. Well, of course, by scoring most points in the qualifying stages, you do get first choice of gate, and not surprisingly, Rob Wilson has taken the outside gate. Now, it's not very often that the outside gate proves to be the most beneficial. I had a few interviews this morning for the videos, that's Bob's DVDs now, and a lot of riders were saying that the gates are going to be very crucial today. Not very often we see Continental style on track starting. Neil Owen has taken gate 5. Paul Whitelam right in the middle. Alongside him he's got Rob Bradley, Miles Simmons, and then right on the inside, Matt Fumarola. The passengers sweeping out the loose from the hard ground underneath. They want the virgin soil. They don't want to be having the back wheel spinning on loose soil. They're going to wonder what those guys are up to. Exactly what they're doing. No loose soil underneath the back wheel. They want positive time. They get underway. Rob Wilson has made a good one. Has he done enough? Rob Wilson gets there just as they go into that first turn. He's got Neil Owen right there with him though. 4 outfits together. But at the moment it's Rob Wilson that streaks away into that bottom turn. Neil Owen going well in second place at the moment. Then there's a big gaggle of riders together for that third, fourth and fifth, as Paul Whitelam is back in fourth place at the moment. Oh, Matt Fumarola has got himself up into third place at the moment. I wonder how that works out with all the overall. Sitting on 15 points coming to this final. He's in second place at the moment. But all eyes, I'm sure, on Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders as they go into that top end. Well, they chose the right gate. It's not just a matter of choosing that gate, you've got to get out of it as well, and that's exactly now as they go into that bottom turn. One more lap to go. A few places have changed a little bit further down the field. But as we see the last lap flag, we see Rob Wilson absolutely flying by us. Well, they said this morning that these straights were going to be quicker as they went on. As it's dried out, you can only say that they've got quicker and quicker. Exactly where they wanted to be. With the points coming into the final, that gave them choice of gate. They now see the checker flag, and it's going to be a great victory for Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. Neil Owen finishes in second, Matt Fumarola in third, Paul Whitelam in fourth, Long Simmons in fifth, and Rob Bradley back in sixth place. And yes, I can confirm that Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders have done enough. They've taken first place. But we've quickly worked out that second place goes to outfit number 12, Neil Owen and Kevin Colborne. Third place, number 10, for Whitelam and Al Elliott. For those of you that keep your programmes 100%, let's give you those points scored in the final. Number 4, Rob Wilson, 8 points. Number 6, Rob Bradley, no score. Number 8, Matt Fumarola, 3 points. Number 9, Miles Simmons, 1 point. Number 10, Paul Whitelam, 2 points. And number 12, Neil Owen, 4 points. The time was 1:33.43, 1:33.43. The speed, 59.53. We've now just got the presentations. So we've got, would you believe, these trophies were presented to 12 winners this afternoon, and I think you'll agree with me that after a lot of hard racing, we have 12 very, very well-deserved trophies. Now, you might think I'm standing up on my own. Normally I'm surrounded by people that present the awards, and I was hoping that Mitch might come up here and join me, but he's gone one better than that, because he's got somebody to present the awards that I think all the riders are going to be pleased to see. We're joined, thank you very much, by Cookie. Now Cookie, if you can come over here, Mitch Oakley's going to organise all the individual trophies, and I will call up, first of all, from the quad racing competition, finishing in third place this afternoon, a very hard ride for Paul Marley.
Thank you. Where do we go now? Stay down here?
No, you know where it says number 3?
Oh yeah. First time.
No, he's used to it really. Just having it on, I'm sure. But finishing in second place, and I keyed him as being the man that might be able to stop Mr. Penfold doing it. Didn't prove to be, finished second overall, Robbie!
Oh no.
Well done, Rob, if you take up your position in second place, it means then we've got that number 1 place to fill, and we welcome up on stage a man that ends a bit late, but what the heck, a spectacular rider on the course. It is, of course, Jim Penfold! Well done,
Jim.
AT.
Cheers, Jim. Well done, Jim. Yes, thank you.
Get it up, play first.
Right, Jim, you know, I'm not going to let you get away because you got the crown first of all, but a tough track for quads.
Yeah, it was tough, yeah. It was okay. Enjoyed it.
Well, you enjoyed it, and I'm sure everybody else out there enjoyed it, and see what these quads can do. Ladies and gentlemen, crowning the first king of speed this afternoon, we finish in third place in the quads with Paul Marley. Rodney in second, but our first king of speed on the quads, Jim Penfold. Hang on, Jim. Over the picture. Well done, guys. We move on to the 500cc sidecars. And again, I think you'll agree that it was a tough track for 500 sidecars. A lot of hard racing, a very strong competition. Finishing in third overall, we welcome on stage Mike Reed and Hopkins. Hold on, Mike.
Get on the podium, Mike.
Get up on the podium, I'll have to too.
I'm in third place.
That's third.
Third, that's third, yeah.
There you go, guys, well done. Thank you very much, thank you.
Well done indeed in third place. They're finishing in second place, and it looked like they were going to lead the competition all afternoon. But they finish up in second place for 2008. Scott Dunn and Aaron Young. There you go. You got in second place. looking confidently, Rodney. So it's happening.
Well done. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Well, it means, of course, that we've got second and third up here. We now pull up the winners, and they left it to the very last minute. It all had to be done in the final. They knew that when they went to the start line. They did it exactly right. The winners and our second Kings of Speed are in the bottom of the Sidecars, Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison.
Well done. What do you get, boys?
Let's not
I think that was a very quick well done.
well done, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, Wayne, what about
Thank you very
Well
much.
done, Mitch. Brilliant, mate. Thank you very much. Hold on.
So Wayne, that's the easy bit over, but now comes the difficult bit, because, oh look, hang on a minute.
It does. Very expensive crowns, these are.
Yeah, no expense spared, you can see that, can't you? Well, Wayne, when I spoke to everybody this morning, they said it was going to be a thinker's track, a difficult track. You left it to the last minute, mate.
I knew I had to make the gate and just ride it like I stole it, really. Yeah.
Well, indeed, stole it you did, but it was a tricky track for 500 sidecars.
Yeah, it certainly was. I was surprised at how well it's changed through the day. In practice, it was going well. The first two heats, it was naff. And then, now it's alright again. But my bum hurts.
Yeah, I didn't really want to get into that. Well done indeed. The 500 sidecars, finishing in third place, Mike Reid and Mark Hopkins. In second place, Scott Dunn and Alan Brown. And our Kings of Speed are Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison.
Does that mean I'm a post?
Yeah, well done,
So you milked it enough? Yeah. Right, we now move on to the 500cc solo, and I think the conversation even down at the British Grand Prix last night was what a lineup he's got here for the first time at the King of Speed. A tremendous lineup, and we knew when we looked at that pick this morning there was a lot of experience. They've raced in Holland, they've raced in Germany, they've raced in France, but great to see them on home soil and going as well as they do. Finishing in third place, it is of course our own Glen Phillips.
Second round of the World Long Track, so me and Andrew both flew from Toulouse this morning to get back in time.
And a good result yesterday?
But to be honest, it was as good as can be expected. We had a few bike problems there, and I was 9th place, which third in the big final. Still puts me 4th overall in the championship, so a lot of work to do this week on the bikes, and hopefully the next 2 rounds go well.
Oh, absolutely. Well done indeed. A preview. We don't have to wait for a Speedway start next week. We now know that there was a great night in France. Well done indeed to both of them. We're travelling back to the event this afternoon. Finishing in third, Glen Phillips. Well, I'm about to call a rider up here that I said a few weeks ago when he turned up at Tunbridge. It's great to see him back on the track racing again. This is where he should be. This is where he started. He's taken a few avenues in the Speedway. But I'm real pleased to be calling up on stage in second place, Jason Bunyan! You're not going to get away that quick, mate, because it all went wrong in the final.
Yeah, it just fell off. I think I must have just took some roost off Andy and just knocked the car out, and then that was game over.
Game over, but second overall. Enjoyed the track?
Yes. No, it doesn't really matter, you know, it's just, it was a good show, you know, like, watching the races, and it made sort of a thinker's track. You know, you had to let off coming into the bend, and you had to be tidy around the track, otherwise it just didn't work. And it was nice, you know, it's just another day out.
Just another day out. A professional Speedway rider, another day out. Well done indeed to second place, Jason Bunyan. Well, you've heard Jason mention there about tiny riding. I think you'll agree that we've got one very tiny rider who takes away the 500cc solo Kings of Speeds. It is, of course, Andrew Appleton.
Yeah, we're both a bit knackered, I think, today. It's quite a demanding track. Yeah, it was a good show. good to support Mitch in this meet. He's trying to get up and running, and yeah, I was glad to come back and done it. Really, it was a good meeting.
Well, indeed, a great result overall.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's Jason rode hard in the last 2 heats, and I struggled to sort of keep up with him in those. So I knew I had to sort of get something sorted for the first corner of the final. And yeah, it was a hard race, and it's a shame he broke down, but he's been a good fight, I think. So yeah, but no, it was a great day, and I hope all the public enjoyed it.
Well, I hope so as well, indeed. You can take your place up there and receive your award for first place. And as Cookie presents the award to Andrew, let's give him a big round of applause once again. The top 3 in the 500cc solo, and we now know our first team has been Glen Phillips, Jason Bunyan, and Andrew Appleton. See, they're used to the national anthem things, aren't they? Finishing in 3rd place, they've had some fantastic rides already this season. It wasn't quite there today, but finishing in 3rd for Whitelam and Alan Elliott. And I'm going to do the easy bit, Paul. I'm going to call you before you get your trophy, but tough day's racing.
It was very tough. I was a bit unsure this morning about the track, but I enjoyed it, but very rough. Very tired.
Well, indeed, a very tired ride, but it was quite demanding on the machinery as well, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's very demanding.
Yeah, I'm saying really that we lost quite a few casualties earlier on today, but when the racing did get going, very tight, very competitive.
Yeah, there were some excellent races. Very pleased to get third.
Well done indeed. 3rd place it is then for Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. So 3rd place is awarded by Cookie for Paul and Alan. We now call up those guys that have had a long way to travel to get here. They've made it worthwhile. They're finishing 2nd place this afternoon. Neil Owens and Kevin Colvin. I'm going to call you before you get up there, you know that, don't you? But a long way to travel. Enjoyed it?
Yes, it's only down the road, down the M4 and the M25. But yeah, it started out a bit tricky, and the speed got bigger and got higher and higher, and we just had to go for it again.
Well, you did. I know that the outside gates became important, didn't they? Because once you got in front, it was difficult to get by.
Yeah, Rob took gate 6, so we thought, oh, we'll go for 5 and see if we can chase him down. Gary released a bit more power on the engine. He said, take your time in the heats, but it should be running now, so we can give it again.
Well, there we go. So a thank there to the pit crew, and obviously everything went well. A good day's, hard day's racing.
Yes, when you get a result like this, it makes it all worthwhile. So first meeting back from the engine, from Gary of Glen Engineering. Put it all back in, give it a bit of a respray and all that, and away we go.
Indeed, there we go. It's 2nd place this afternoon for Neil Owen and Kevin Colvin.
Photographers in a minute.
So we have the final Kings of Speed to be crowned the winners of the 1000cc sidecar for 2008, Rob Wilson and Terry Salter. Well, what did I say, Rob? This morning when I spoke to you, you said it's tricky, it's going to take some riding.
Yeah, I mean that's right, but it was the same for all of us, wasn't it, at the end of the day? So it was here to be raced, and yeah, fair play to everybody else. I think everybody's had a good day's racing, hopefully.
Well, I think so. I mean, there's been some fantastic close races, but it got difficult, didn't it? That gate became so important.
Yeah, I mean that's more or less the same every week we go, especially with your Paul Whitelams and Neil and Bradley and all them. If you don't gate, you ain't going to beat them, that's for sure.
Absolutely right. The machinery going well?
Yeah, I mean at the moment we had a win at a little club meeting last week. It was fine, we had a win there, and obviously Colin Blackburn and Paul was there, so Yeah, we've started to put a few rides together.
Well done indeed, Bob.
Cheers.
Take your place up on the rostrum. They've been crowned as winners of 2008, our final Kinchin speed.
Cheers, Mitch. Cheers,
The end is open. The no expense bed round.
Is that going to fit my head? It's on the big one. No, it'll be alright. You sure that?
Well done indeed, our top three in the sidecars. For Whitelam and Elliott, Leigh and S.Colvin, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. So we now know all of the names that go down in the history books. Let's hope they'll all be back here next year to see it all happen again. Well done indeed, guys. Now it remains for me to say that I hope you've enjoyed the racing this afternoon. Well done indeed to the Invicta Club. Rich, you don't want to say any words before you go?
Just thank you.
No, just thank you everybody, for everybody that put into the meeting. I think you'll agree. It's been a great day's racing, and I hope that we're going to see you at a Grasstrack soon. Have a very safe journey home.
The track's there to be ridden, and we're going to have to ride it.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
You've got to think, you've got to be really on your toes and watch what everyone's doing. And
so we're going to struggle.
Oh yeah.
But the track is a challenging track, but
Yeah, well, I did say I wasn't doing any more grass tracks, so Mitch has kindly set out a motocross circuit for us, so that's brilliant.
Up go the tapes and we get underway. Tim Nobes has made a very good start from the middle. Well, is he in second place? No, he moves through on the inside and gets himself in front as they come round that top turn for the first time. Got into the lead. He's now back in second, but having to fight his way for that. That looks like Bunyan that's coming through in the second place. Looking to see who's made the best of it. Southgate looks to have made a good start, but it's number one on the inside, top front. John Skinner that have got to the front. Both of them diving quickly into this top turn, closing on Mike Reed and Nick Radley trying to hold himself and diving into the back of everybody else. But the rest quickly sort themselves out as they go into that first turn. They get underway. For Whitelam's made a very good start. He looks to be first into that first turn. Neil Owen's gone well off the outside gate though. Neil Owen right on the outside of Paul Whitelam as they break coming out of that first turn. Matt from Rollers comes through. Matt from Rollers wins the second race and locks it into this bottom turn. Drives hard off that bottom turn. Keeps the speed on as they come over that hump coming out of that bottom turn. Neil Owen has got himself back in second place. They dive into that top corner. You can see they're very quick machines. Don't look the easiest to handle, I must admit, but... Mark Ramsdell in that third place, closing up on those front two as it starts to change. Rodney has gone around the outside. They're being caught by the Dutchman as they come to the line, but very quickly they get across the line. They just about beat the Dutch crew to the line, and that's the hardest bit of work those two have done for a while. As they break going down that back. Confirm that for you as they come round. It is Trevor Steward. And there's a gang of riders together as Mike Reed has had a brilliant second turn and got himself up into second place. Steve Smith has made a good one in the middle, but it all gets sorted out. Right from the outside, it is Paul Whitelam that's made the best of the start. Race 13 gets underway. Oh, these outside gates are proving to be good at the moment because Matt from Roller's done it from the outside as well as to get in that first turn. Neil Owen is coming round the inside. We've got lost a passenger on the far side, which is close on the early leader Paul Marley, but he really did it all in that first turn. Rob Wilson gets himself to the bend first, but Neil Owen has come through on the inside of him to get round that first turn. Neil Owen got himself up in front. Paul Marley in contention as well as Rob Wilson holds second. They sort themselves out and get down that back straight. Tim Nobes tries to come through on the inside. Looks for a line on the inside. John Jefferies is forced to stay wide, but Tim Nobes cannot find a way through at the moment as they go down that back straight, and he's not out of it yet as well. He closes right up on Tim Nobes and goes round the outside. Tim Nobes trying to lay the machine almost sideways as he comes off that bend. It's last lap time as they go into the last lap. And three of them could take this one as Kinchin is right in contention now. Tim Nobes is forced to go wide as even John Jefferies has been able to get his nose away from them. As Kinchin again catches up on Tim Nobes. Tim Nobes lost some speed coming off that bottom turn. And you see, I think he has hit problems again as Tim Nobes on that top bend. It means there's going to be a checkered flag. Caution, Jefferies. Kinchin finishes in second. Tim Nobes not happy with machinery at all as he watches the rest of the riders come by him. He is going to pick up points for that finish. Gary Southgate is caught by Scott Francis on that back straight. Get underway, and I can see that it was Martin Williams on the inside that made the best of the start. Biggest congratulations this afternoon. A brilliant effort. And that's Gary flagged out. Scott Dunn was expecting to come through on the inside. Wayne Reid is going to be forced to stay wide going into this bottom turn. And that could leave a gap for Mike Reid to close up on them as well and get on the inside of both of them. But as Scott Dunn holds it brilliantly coming out of it. Now remember, in that part of the circuit, that's where he's got the advantage again. And Wayne Reid gets his nose in front as he comes off that top turn. Scott Dunn tries to keep it tight. Mike Reid tries to attack as well. Checkered flag goes. And Scott Dunn has been beaten for the first time this afternoon. Rob Wilson's made a good start on the inside. Both of them get to that first turn together. Paul Whitelam has the door shut on him. He's been back in third place at the moment, trying to find a way through on the inside. Neck and neck. Rob Wilson as they go down the back straight. Rob Bradley will keep the pressure on Paul Whitelam as he goes to make a pass on Rob Wilson and looks to find a gap on the inside. Paul Whitelam turns it hard. Rob Wilson has kept the speed on those. That front roller and Andy Wilson not getting it all their own way. They're looking for a way to catch up on Miles Simmons. They're under pressure from Neil Owen. Into the bottom turn we go, and Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley look under control, and you can see that Matt front roller went wide. Neil Owen's come through on the inside of him. Matt front roller tries to come back at Neil Owen though as he dives into that top turn. Has he found a way through? He certainly has. They both go very, very wide. Neil Owen's been caught in the loose. No, we get underway with the race at 24 in your program. I knew it was something like that. It was an even number. They've all come charging after him. You can see Rob Heath moving through into second place. He was the rider that was closest to Jim on point. On goes the pace, they get underway. Andrew Appleton and Jason Bunyan have had a terrific start. I think Jason has just got the edge going into that first turn. Andrew is down wide though, and Andrew is still there with him as he goes down the back straight. Andrew Appleton just gets in front. You can see that Jason Bunyan is in second place. Tim Nose has come through now into third place, and Tim Nose is looking to take Jason Bunyan as well. Then Andrew Appleton is away. Jason Bunyan is in second place. Tim Nose is sitting there in third, then Phillips is in fourth. They get underway, and Wayne Reid has made an absolutely fantastic start. Wayne Reid knows that he's got to beat Scott Dunn. The two of them are close together as they go down that bottom turn and up the back straight. Wayne Reid has got the lead, but Scott Dunn this time. He's keeping the speed. He's a long way round. Well, he's looking for a way through. And I think he has realised that he's got to do it the hard way. He's got to stay the long way round. That's Mike Reid that's sitting in third place under pressure from Nick Randley all the way. It's going to be checkered flag this time for them. Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison to take it. They finish in first place. They get underway. Rob Wilson has made a good run. Has he done enough? Rob Wilson gets there just as they go into that first turn. He's got Neil Owen right there with him though. They now see the checker flag, and it's going to be a great victory for Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. Neil Owen finishes in second, Matt Fumarola in third, Paul Whitelam in fourth, Miles Simmons in fifth. You left it at the last minute, mate.
I knew I had to make the gate and just ride it like I stole it, really.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was good to support Mitch in this meet. He's trying to get off and up and running.
It was the same for all of us, wasn't it, at the end of the day? So it was here to be raced, and yeah, fair play to everybody else. I think everybody's had a good day's racing.
Well done indeed, our top three in the sidecars. But